morning. I have started hiking for the day. I got packed up at Swan Hill campsite, had a more casual morning this morning, and I left there just on 9 o'clock. I've been hiking for about an hour or so, and I've just been sort of heading along this sort of wide trail that's alongside a pine plantation. So it's been quite hilly this morning, all the way up here, and I just got to the top of this hill and saw a sign on the trail that said "Look back." So I did, and this is what I saw. Just an amazing view of all of the huge sand dunes right out across to the ocean. So yeah, pretty cool views from up here. So I've been hiking along the edge of Discovery Bay Coastal Park and basically leaving that today and heading towards Mount Richmond National Park. So it's a 20-kilometre day today, and yeah, I'm just taking it a bit easier. I'm not in a rush to get to the campsite for any reason, so just going to take it easy. It is a really nice day for it. I think it's going to be about 20 degrees today, and there's just a little bit of a fresh breeze blowing, so it's just perfect conditions. So yeah, the other thing I was going to say was I've just been putting on the little dirty girl gaiters the last few days, and I'm glad that I brought them with me, because not only for the sand on the beach to keep that out of my shoes, but also just walking through all this grass and just these grass seeds that just keep sticking into your socks and poking your skin all the time. So they just really help with keeping that off. So I didn't want to bring big gaiters onto this trip, but having these little ones is really good. Just makes a difference with keeping stuff out of the shoes and the ankles. Good afternoon, folks. I've just stopped for a lunch break and finished off some crackers with tuna and some fresh capsicum that I packed out from Nelson the other day. So that was nice to have something fresh. So I've made pretty good progress today. I've recently just entered Mount Richmond National Park. So I am just on the way down to where Mount Richmond is. It's not too far away from here, I don't think. And yeah, essentially just walking through some windy bush track, which is a nice change. I've been walking down management roads most of the morning, so it was getting a little bit dull, to be honest, but fortunately there's some nice windy little bush tracks here as part of the walk, and they've recently just been mowed and slashed by all the good people at Friends of the Great Southwest Walk. So thanks again to all of you volunteers who make this trail great for all the walkers who come out and do it. So yeah, I have decided to bust out the big floppy hat again. It's not a hot day, but the sun's pretty intense and has a bit of bite to it, so just wanted to cover up a bit more. So yeah, I'm just about to set off again after having lunch, and hopefully won't be too far to Mount Richmond. I'm going to head up the top of that. It's not all that tall, to be honest. It's only 224 metres at the summit, so it won't be too much of a climb. And I'm not sure if there's views from the top of that, but we'll find out when we get there, I guess. So that's the next little landmark to pass, and then it's on to Tarragal campsite from there. So I'm not too far off from Tarragal campsite now. I've just been walking mainly down sort of bush tracks. There hasn't really been a whole lot of minor sort of windy, interesting tracks today, to be honest. It's probably hasn't been the most interesting days walking, but that's alright. I went up onto Mount Richmond and not really any views up there, unfortunately. There's a picnic area at the top called the Summit Picnic Area. I think there is one little walk you can do called the Ocean View Walk, which obviously probably has ocean views, but I just sort of passed straight through that picnic area and kept going. I wanted to sort of keep to a reasonable time, so yeah, I've kind of come down the other side of that and just been winding through a series of tracks this afternoon, and it's been a little bit more shady actually, which has been nice. So I don't know, I think I'm probably another maybe 3k's away from Terrigal, so getting pretty close. I think I've just got one more pine plantation to go through the middle of, and then out the other side of that is the campsite, so hopefully shouldn't be too much longer. I think if you're deciding which way to go, if you're more interested in coastal scenery, then probably head from Swan Lake straight along the beach to the springs. I really just wanted to do this one just to see what was here, and it's been nice actually just to have another day walking through the bush, knowing that tomorrow and the remaining days will all be coast again, so really looking forward to that section. Anyway, I'm going to keep tracking on and should hopefully be there pretty soon. So it's almost the end of day 11 on the Great Southwest Walk. I got into Terrigal campsite this afternoon just after 5 o'clock, and there's actually a school group here as well of about sort of 12 or so students and their teacher, so I'm just filming a little bit away from the campsite, one for a bit of quiet I guess, but also just so not disturbing them. So yeah, I just had a bit of a chat to the teacher over dinner, and that was good conversation. Hadn't seen anyone really for a couple of days, so yeah, it was good to have a chat. And I'm going to be making a very early start tomorrow because I've got a big day coming up going through to Trawalla. So I'm going through the Springs campsite and then heading on to Trawalla, so it's going to be a total of 27k's. So I want to try and get away hopefully at about 6 a.m. Just to make sure I can probably get to Trawalla mid-afternoon sometime. So going to have an early night tonight, and yeah, as I said earlier, despite today's walk not being as interesting as other days, the campsite makes it worth it. It's actually really nice, so I might just try and capture the little spot where my tent is, and going to turn in early and have a nice early start for a big day tomorrow.